Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Have a peaceful Sabbath.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Sabbath? Isn't that a Jewish thing?
Well, the Sabbath is the seventh day of the week in which we are commanded to rest and reflect. It's actually the fourth commandment.
Aha! So it's a Jewish thing.
Actually, the commandments are not Jewish at all.
Why, what?
When the Israelites left Egypt, Exodus 12:38 says, a mixed multitude went with them.
In other words, it wasn't just the Jews who escaped from Egypt.
After all the plagues, plenty of Egyptians figured out that Pharaoh was nuts.
They trusted God instead and followed the Israelites into the desert.
And remember, that was before the commandments were given on Mount Sinai.
So that means the commandments were never just for the Jews. They were for anyone who believed in the God of Israel, including Gentiles from Egypt.
If you believe in the God of Israel, the commandments are for you too, including the fourth commandment, the right to take a day off, the Sabbath.
The Sabbath is not something you have to do. It's something you get to do.
After all, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath.
That means you get to hang out all day long without doing any work whatsoever. It's a mandated day off.
This is the time to do all the good stuff you didn't have time to do all week long.
So curl up with a good book, go have some fun, and tell your friends about how awesome God is.
The Sabbath is a gift from God, and it comes around every single week.
Friday at sunset to Saturday at sunset.
All 24 hours of it.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
How awesome is that?
And don't feel guilty about taking a day off.
Even God took a day off after he finished creating the universe.
Jesus did too, actually. In fact, he always kept the Sabbath.
He never broke God's commandments.
Hold up, wait a minute. That's not right. He broke the Sabbath all the time. The Bible even says so.
Actually, that's a misunderstanding.
Jesus never broke God's rules about the Sabbath.
He did, however, break the Pharisees' rules about the Sabbath, and they had a lot of them.
It was ridiculous. You couldn't walk a certain distance.
You couldn't pick a head of grain from a field and eat it.
You couldn't even make mud with dirt and your own spit.
Ew, gross.
So, none of those Sabbath rules are God's rules?
Nope, they're all man-made.
And Jesus broke them all on purpose to prove that the only commandments about the Sabbath that matter are God's commandments.
Sabbath commandment number 1, don't work.
Sabbath commandment number 2, don't make anyone else work.
Sabbath commandment number 3, don't break Sabbath commandment 1 and 2.
I think I can do that.
So this Friday, starting at sunset, take a chill pill.
Receive the gift of a Sabbath day's rest.
Brought to you by the Almighty.
Man, isn't the Almighty all right?
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Rood Crew reviews. Be sure to visit our website. Shalom.